Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the first Healthy Love of 2019. How you doing? Let me tell you, this week is off to some sort of a start. And when I say some sort of a start, I mean it's just one of those whirlwind starts. I want to say big ups to everybody who have it locked right now. Those tuned in on TuneIn Radio, Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Radiobox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, One Harmony Radio, wherever you are in the world right now, have it locked. Welcome to the Night Shift. Those on PEMG TV, big ups to you. Those who, of course, have come to the home of the Night Shift, kevinstew.com. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. And I promise you, and if you know me, you know how big I am on promises. I promise you, I won't try to do it without you.
When you have a fetting calendar and your monthly bills overdue and your backside dusty for soca, every night is the avenue. The thing it starts.
Kicking it up a little farm and happy.
So the thing it starts.
And look how the thing start.
When you're listening to the radio,
hey,
soca playlist increase. Start to organize costume, cause you start to dream about the streets. The thing it starts. Hey. Oh Lord, so the thing it starts. It starts. And everyone trying to win the party. We betting all day. We don't jump up all night. We don't sound a feel it. Party till the place right now. So the thing it starts. And we jump up, start to jump up. So the thing it starts. Up your hands up, put your hands up. We don't jump up all day. Jump up till the late night. Party like your birthday. But I start till daylight now. So the thing it starts. And we jump up, start to jump up. So the thing it starts. Up your hands up, put your hands up. When you reach up by the savannah, you're ready to come out your cage. It's like all the fetting just pile up. You can't wait to run on the stage. The thing it starts. Hey. Oh Lord, so the thing it starts. Hey. Oh la da da. When it's Monday night and you're tired and your whole body is in pain, how much money spent for your costume? Tuesday we gonna again. The thing it starts. Oh Lord, so the thing it starts. It starts. And everyone trying to win the party. We betting all day. We don't jump up all night. We don't sound a feel it. Party till the place right now. So the thing it starts. And we jump up, start to jump up. So the thing it starts. Up your hands up, put your hands up. We don't jump up all day. Jump up till the late night. Party like your birthday. But I start till daylight now. So the thing it starts. And we jump up, start to jump up. So the thing it starts. Up your hands up, put your hands up. Farmer, start up. Where the red boys, start up. Where we got them, start up. Where we got them, start up. On the go try.
I want to take this opportunity to big up Pulsey Media Group, sponsors for this segment of the show, and thank you. When being in the moment is priceless. Get them a call, 754-999-6020, or visit them online pulseemg.com. They can hook you up with something like what you see right here on kevinstew.com. I want to say welcome to 293 and 387. If you're out there waiting, wondering, kevinstew.com is the place to be. Join us in the stew pot. Come on in, the water is fine. I also want to take the opportunity to big up my better portion. It's her Earth Date today. And let me tell you something. We've been moving over the weekend, and this woman here, I tell you, she's been putting in some work. But it's I guess I've never done it, so I guess it's an an excellent feeling, I'd go to say. It must be some sort of extraordinary feeling to wake up on your personal new year in a new home. It's some kind of feeling. What say you? All in all, I want to big up my better portion. Happy Earth Day to you. It's not over yet because it just started, yeah?
We just party all day. We just jump up all night. We just have a field day. Party till the place right now. So the thing it starts. And we jump up. Start to jump up. So the thing it starts. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. We just jump up all day. Jump up till the late night. Party like your birthday.
Okay, so it's Healthy Love Day, and if you caught the post, then you'd know we're gonna be talking about some everyday things that could affect our health. And it's the start of the year, and we go through doing the things that we normally do. Not because it's a new year we're gonna do a whole lot of things differently. There are people that make their resolutions and they decide that they're going to make a change and do this differently and do that differently and do the other thing, and the thing that they never used to do they're gonna start doing. But really and truly, are there some everyday things that just might not be good? Have you ever stopped to think about it? Alright, we're gonna run through a list of some things that really may just be bad for you. Not saying that they will definitely be, because some of you might be doing them, or some of us might have been doing them forever, and it has never affected us. And then someone else might decide to start doing it tomorrow and suffer some severe effects. So the first on the list would be, do I want to take it that way? Yeah. All right, let me take it that way. First on the list. And some of you might not like this. For some individuals, a gluten-free diet is not a choice. And Sharon Corinthian, poet extraordinaire, many of us know her. She has been a guest on this show talking about her diet where she has to stay away from gluten. So it may not be a choice, but it may very well be necessary. People with celiac disease, like Sharon, and celiac disease is a rare condition which, when you eat gluten, it triggers it. And it's an immune response that damages the small intestine. So these people, they have no choice. It's a necessity for life to avoid gluten. People that are diagnosed with wheat allergy should cut back on gluten by avoiding wheat. Natural, right? It makes sense. But as gluten-free diets have gained popularity, many people believe that avoiding gluten is a healthier option. Now, some say they feel better and lose weight after cutting back on gluten or cutting out foods containing the protein, such as most breads, cereals, pastas, desserts, and a bunch of processed foods. But nutrition experts say these health benefits could result from the foods people may be eating in place of the gluten, such as more fruits and vegetables and fewer sweets and junk food, as opposed to the benefits stemming directly from avoiding gluten. Nutrition experts also say that gluten-free products tend to cost more. And some gluten-free packaged foods, I should say, may be higher in fats and sugar than products with gluten. So you kind of have to take precaution and take the extra time and read the labels and compare what it is that you're giving up to get. Now, what's more is that cutting out gluten could also be risky for some people. For some, eliminating this particular protein from children's diets when they don't have celiac disease or a wheat allergy could lead to nutritional deficiencies. So you really have to be careful. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all to anything. Another one on the list is, believe it or not, and some of you might protest, but if you do choose to protest, do it in the stew pot. kevinstew.com, just scroll down, you'll see the stew pot. It's right there, ready and waiting for you. Or you can share directly, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. Next one on the list, getting too much sleep. And somebody probably just did a double take and looked at their device. No, I cannot see you. But yes, I did say getting too much sleep. Many Americans, well, typically in America that's not a problem. Many Americans get too little sleep. But sleeping too much, that can also have its pitfalls. In a study that was presented at the American Heart Association's medical meeting earlier when was it? I would say early last year. Researchers found that getting too much sleep was linked to poorer heart health in older women. Who would have thunk it? Too much sleep. Researchers found that older women who slept more than 9 hours a night had an estimated 13% risk of developing heart disease in the next 10 years. Well, what age is older women? Could they possibly be getting heart disease in the next 10 years anyway? But I digress. This is compared to an estimated risk of 12% in women who slept for an average 7.5 to 8 hours a night. So 1 more hour. And in 10 years, you probably will get heart disease as a woman. Other research has also found that too much sleep can affect the risk of heart disease. But studies before that have asked people to remember how much they typically slept. Whereas the new study used a more objective measurement of actual sleep, which may provide a more accurate estimate. The researchers noted that the study had its limitations, just like everything else. One example they noted was it did not factor in whether these women took sleeping pills or had a sleep disorder, which could have impacted the results. External factors, often overlooked. These findings have not yet been published in a peer-reviewed journal. So it's just some findings. The next on the list, believe it or not, and a bunch of these are real believe it or nots. Taking vitamins. Yep, you heard me right. Taking vitamins may be more harmful than you think. People may take a multivitamin to cover nutritional gaps in their diets or to stay healthy. But researchers have shown that these popular statements may not protect against chronic disease. And they really could just be a waste of money. 3 studies that were done in 2013 found no Did I say no? Yes. No evidence that taking a multivitamin daily prevents or slows the risk of developing chronic diseases such as cancer and heart disease, or delays any progression of cognitive decline. None. Funny. Anyway, results from earlier studies have also shown no benefits from taking antioxidants or B vitamins, or even suggested some possible harm. Now, despite these findings, supplement sales in the US remain strong. Now, it's interesting to find out who it was that did these studies. Anyway, in 2017, the US FDA outlined, that's the Food and Drug Administration, outlined another potential harm from taking supplements. They issued a warning to consumers about the risk of high doses of biotin, which is a B complex vitamin. High levels of biotin in the blood can skew the results of some lab tests. And these tests would be ones that measure hormone levels and tests that detect heart attack. And you really don't want that happening. You want those tests to be pretty much spot on. Well, these faulty test results have been linked to at least one death. Now, it is not clear how much biotin may interfere with lab results, but researchers are investigating the amount. The Institute of Medicine recommends 30 micrograms of biotin daily, whereas some supplements can contain more than 650 times the recommended amount. Here is my question as it relates to this. What about all those other things that we're putting into our bodies that are far higher than the recommended daily dosage? Like sugars. I'm just asking. A friend asked me to ask. No, but seriously. You know, what are the chances? 773-789 Stu gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. Of course, you can jump on into the stew pot, because the water is always fine, and that's where we got some conversation bubbling. Okay, cool. So, next on the list, sitting all day. Now, I can't think of a time since I've been doing Healthy Love that it has not been mentioned that sitting all day is not a good thing. A desk job keeps you behind your desk for hours, just sitting there. And study after study has shown that could possibly be real hazardous to your health. Long periods of sitting have already been linked with diseases such as diabetes and heart disease, or I should say conditions. And a 2015 study identified something else. Women who sat for more than 6 hours a day had a higher risk of developing breast cancer. Now, imagine my concern for the women that sit for more than 6 hours a day. But it doesn't stop at breast cancer. It goes on. Ovarian cancer, multiple myeloma, and this is compared to women who sat less than 3 hours a day. Some of you regular listeners have heard me mention multiple myeloma. My mother passed away from multiple myeloma. So I have had direct experience with this condition. It's a type of cancer of the blood. Not as aggressive as leukemia, but it does the same job. It'll kill you. Now, funny enough, similar results were not seen in men, except for those men that were overweight. Heavier men who spent more time sitting also had an increased cancer risk. Another study investigated whether sitting was associated with other unhealthy behaviors. And this analysis showed that people who spend most of their days sitting and sleeping too much may be as likely to die early as people who smoke or drink too much. Isn't that interesting? Too much sitting, too much sleeping. And you may just as well die as quickly as those who smoked or drank regularly. I think I just missed a call. Please call back. Alright. In a third study, researchers found that exercising may be one way to reverse some of the sitting's negative effects. Of course, if you're sitting too long and it's going to kill you, you may as well get up. And if you get up, that means you're moving. If you're moving, you're exercising. Ta-da! Problem solved. Working out for at least an hour a day could reduce or eliminate some risks from long-term sitting. Just what I said. So, hey, either you do it and you get healthy, or you don't do it and you run the risk of dying early. What to do? This one is going to get everybody messed up. Using a smartphone. Yep, you heard me. Smartphones are the thing. And unfortunately, you have some who are considered not so smart using them. But I digress. The more people use smartphones, the more health concerns would pop up. And this happens with everything, you know. Nobody called driving a car an unhealthy practice, but the more cars that came out, the more unhealthy society became. But nobody linked it to driving a car until they realized, there's exhaust and fumes and stress that can be associated with driving a car. Oh, now you connect the dots. There you go. Anyway, so smartphone issues. One to consider would be sleep problems. Sleep problems? Yeah, sleep problems. Adults who spend more time on their smartphones before bedtime took a longer time to fall asleep. And they didn't sleep as well or as much when compared to people who use their phones less before getting into bed. Who knew? Everybody apparently, because there was a study done from back in 2016 that revealed that result. It's 2019 now, so everybody should know by now. One of the reasons to explain all of this or why this happens could be the exposure to the screen's blue light, because it may suppress the brain's production of melatonin. And, when you have melatonin, you kind of mellow out. Get it? Melatonin, mellowing you out. And when there's a deficiency in or reduction in the production of melatonin, it's harder to fall asleep. Smartphones may affect the brain in other ways. One small study found chemical imbalances in the brains of teens who were addicted to using their smartphones. Brain scans showed the teens producing too much of the neurotransmitter gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA for short. They should just give us that. And this is in an area of the brain that controls emotions. Pause for a minute. I don't know if anybody else really thought about this, but how legit is the statement chemical imbalance in the brain? I know the brain is a center where signals are sent to various organs, and some of them are hormone producing organs. But chemical imbalance in the brain? How does that work? How many chemicals do you have in the brain? Things to make you go, it's one of those phrases that have caught on over the years and people just decide to use it. But really, think about it. Frequent phone use may not only throw off the brain's chemistry, but it may also cause short-term vision loss. Is that why I started wearing glasses? No. Started wearing glasses long before cell phones became popular. I just stopped for a while. A case report found that checking your phone at night while lying in the dark could lead to a loss of sight in one eye for several minutes. But isn't that why cell phones provide a backlight? I wonder. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk a little bit more about some of the things that could affect your health. And these are some everyday things. And you're going to be so surprised. Or not. It may just be an, that's why moment. But the only way to find out is to come back. So call a friend, tell a friend, drag on a friend, and tune in. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Tonight it's Healthy Love Night. And we're looking at some everyday things that could affect our health. We'll be right back.
Pulsey Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsey Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Roll out with Island Rock Music and have fun. Check out the quality apparel at islandrockmusic.com. Designed for you and your crew. Hear the music, feel the breeze, with selected tracks and more. Available now from the online store at islandrockmusic.com. islandrockmusic.com. Log on today and ride with us.
Stepping, these are roots vibrations. Stepping.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
The sound of Teddy Greaves Jr. His rendition of One Last Cry. Haven't played this one in a minute. And if anybody tells you there's anything wrong with crying, tell them that they have a problem. Cry. This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of GMAT Music Solutions. Bringing music to life. Give them a call, 754-307-4622. That's 754-307-GMAC. That's a quick way to remember it. Or visit them at gmatmusicsolutions.com. Just tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you, yeah? Okay. So coming back to what we're talking about now, it's healthy love, and we're looking at some things that may affect our health, some everyday things that we do that may affect our health, and some of them are pretty surprising. Like I said, the cell phone thing, you wouldn't really have thought about that now, would you? There you go. Getting too much sleep. Vitamins. Daily multivitamins? Seriously? That's supposed to be good for you. Not necessarily the case. Alright, so moving forward. 20 minutes to the top. How about social media? What about it? Well, although it is designed to make people feel more connected, posting, sharing, liking, all these things could actually make people feel more alone. This is a study that was done in 2017. Young adults who spend more than 2 hours a day on popular social media sites, including, you name them, whichever one. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever your social media site is. 2 hours, more than 2 hours a day, young adults were twice as likely to feel socially isolated as their peers who spent less than 30 minutes a day on these sites. They're twice as likely to feel socially isolated. And they spend more than 2 hours socializing. Hey, if it is not real, it's not real. By the way, if you get disconnected for any particular reason, just go ahead and refresh. It comes right back. Alright. 773-789-STEW also gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. If you're not there, come on over. kevinstew.com. Jump on into the stew pot. We're bubbling here. The water is fine. So, social isolation means that you feel like you don't belong and you lack the skills to engage with others and form fulfilling relationships. You just can't do it. But it's weird because here it is, you're socializing. The researchers say it's not clear whether the reason young people turn to social media for connection is because they already feel isolated, or whether they feel more isolated after increasing their social media use. Some possible explanations for the findings are that social media could be limiting face-to-face interactions. Gee, you think? And they may also be giving young people a false impression that other people their age are leading happier lives than they are. My, oh my, how easily deceived we are. Now, for those who are on the health tip, and you know, the night shift, it's healthy love on a Tuesday night, that's pretty much where we live. But there are 2 studies that suggest drinking soda, not just any soda though, diet soda, may not be good for your brain. What? diet soda is supposed to be better for you. It's what you use to diet. Not me. In one study, researchers found that middle-aged and older adults who consumed diet soda every day were 3 times more likely to have a stroke or develop dementia over a 10-year period. And this is compared with those who didn't drink any diet soda. Now, how long it took them to compile this information? I guess about 11 years. 12 maybe. Because they have to check the people over the 10-year period, wait for them to develop dementia or not, or to have a stroke or not. So am I the only one that thinks about these things when they mention these studies? I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm alone out here. Someone join me out here on this lonely island. 773-789-STEW. Get you in touch. 773-789-7839. You can call. You can text. I want to welcome my sister from Mister into the pot. Doesn't the water feel good as we bubble up in here? MJ, good evening. Wicked show. Sorry I couldn't stay for the extended version of it. Thank you for the shout out. Glad that you're back on the air. Love the new direction that you're going. If you're wondering who MJ is, ladies and gentlemen, that's Melissa Jane. And you definitely do want to catch the new show, Melissa Jane Show. It used to be the Melissa Lady Song, so don't get too flustered about it. It's now the Melissa Jane Show, and you want to catch her Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 10. She's on Facebook right now, but I suspect she won't stay there. Stay tuned. If you're not friends with her on social media, get connected. She is one of those people that will connect with you on social media, but prefer to meet you face to face. Right, MJ? Alright, so in another study, the same researchers found that people who drank at least one diet soda a day had smaller brain volumes than those who never consumed diet beverages. Here's my question to that. Were their brains smaller before they drank the diet soda? Is it as a result of small brains why they drink diet sodas? Are my questions too out there? I don't know. Switching from diet soda to sweetened beverages may not lead to better brain health. The findings also show that people who drank more than 2 sugary beverages a day which could also include juice and regular soda, they had smaller brain volumes and poorer memories than those who had no sweetened drinks. So maybe the problem is not the diet drink. Artificial sweeteners scar the arteries, causing plaque to build up, causing strokes. 387. My goodness. You have your info on point. But they said it right here, so here it is. You were drinking diet sodas and people told you that, okay, people who drink diet sodas have small brains. Completely ignoring the fact that people that consumed sweetened drinks on a whole also had smaller brains. Diet sodas is just sweetened with something else. And the something else isn't necessarily better for you. Again, you want to stay as close to the natural sweetness as you can. I'm just saying. So, hey, Ek. Okay, cool. Now I know why your comment is as loaded as it is. Cool. Now, those canine cuddlers, this one is for you. Now, we know when you have a canine and they're happy to see you, one of the things that you're going to do is get licked. That's what they do. It happens with some people also when they're happy to see other people. But we won't get into that. That's for another show. That's a real talk show topic. Yeah. But doggy kisses are typically your welcomed signs of affections. But sometimes the tongue bath to your nose and face can have some unforeseen consequences. In one woman's case, those sloppy smooches from her pooch caused her to develop a severe bacterial infection. Which is interesting because they say a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. But that's what they say. The 70-year-old woman was taken to the hospital after collapsing in a chair, according to a 2016 report on her case. But 4 days later, she also came down with a high fever, headache, chills, diarrhea, and lab tests showed that her kidneys were failing. See? Parasites. Blood tests eventually revealed that the woman was infected with capnocytophaga. Wait, that's only the first word. Canimorsus. It's a bacteria that is found in the mouths of dogs and cats. Scratches and bites from pets can also transmit the infection. So it's Capnocytophaga canimorsus. And why they don't have a layman's name for this, I'm not too sure. But that's what it is. Now, although the woman had no bites or scratches, she told doctors that her Italian Greyhound licked her. I'm suspecting that this dog has been licking her for a long time. Her doctors said the pet owners, especially older adults with weak immune systems, pick up this bacterial infection from their dogs or cats during these slobbery displays of affection. So, I guess the younger pet owners have a better chance of not getting the infection because their immune systems are better. I don't know. How about you just not do it? It's kind of hard to say because I used to have dogs growing up. However, I didn't have my dogs licking my face. It's one of the things we didn't do. I watched it on TV and I thought, that one doesn't work for me. Anyway, staying on the pet tip. Now, when it comes to the unconditional love of a pet, it's one of those things that is hard to resist. Because it's really unconditional. It doesn't really matter how you look, how you smell, what you do. Well, sometimes it does matter what you do. But their love is unconditional. The pets. There are some encounters with certain domestic animals, which, however, make people sick. In 2015, there were at least 4 salmonella outbreaks in the US. I haven't counted how many there were in 2018. These salmonella outbreaks were linked to close contact with backyard chickens. Now the country for all them get a bad name. This was according to the CDC, the Center for Disease and Prevention Control. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Right, cool. Many people came down with bacterial infection, which can cause diarrhea, fever, stomach aches, and they they got it by allowing backyard chickens into their homes as pets, or while kissing and handling the very same animals, the backyard chickens. I'll reserve my comments till later. Salmonella isn't the only issue associated with backyard chickens. A 2016 study suggested that backyard chickens raised in cities may be exposed to a broader range of parasites that can infest the bird skin that commercially raise chickens. So it affects the city-raised chickens differently from the country-raised chickens or the commercially raised chickens. Well, now we have 3 different categories at this point: city, country, and commercial. Because the commercially raised chickens have all kind of other things going on, thanks to the antibiotics that they're pumped with. Anyway, the chickens can pick up the parasites, including fleas, mites, lice, all these things while roaming the yard. But the study authors found that the birds' owners were unaware of these creepy crawlies cohabitating with their pets. How can they not know? And aren't these some of the same creepy crawlies that affect canines and felines alike? And for those that have exotic birds, aren't these the same creepy crawlies that could affect those? So why is it that the chicken's getting a bad rap? I don't know. Anyway, they're not the only ones that get a bad rap. Turtles, they also have been linked to salmonella outbreaks. And to prevent the slow-moving reptiles from shedding and spreading salmonella germs, what is advised is that children do not take small turtles into their homes and their schools. All right. If this was the advice that was given, why are and were turtle sales from pet shops still high? I don't get it. Did they wash their turtles and put them in sterilized water? Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much. I don't know. But, it's things that make you go, you wonder about these things. Well, I do. When I come across this type of information, I have to ask these types of questions. Who's with me? Because I know some of you are asking some of these same questions. Come on. Yes, lettuce too. Salmonella, you're getting salmonella from lettuce too. But I guess they're blaming the chickens from roaming through the lettuce patch. So chickens still getting a bad rap. Or the chickens passed it on to some birds flying by that flew over the lettuce patch, and that's how the salmonella ended up with the lettuce. It's a thought. I can only go with some thoughts. 4 minutes to the top of the hour. We're gonna take a commercial break. Well, some sort of a break.
It's like we spend more of
But before we do that break,
life
we're gonna do this music break.
to them I skate a boot.
This is St. Matthew.
And those where your life
The track is called Rather You Dead.
the funeral time. Now them pull up a careful escort they casket, but them a take no time to stop and go and chill. Me see clear, them never respect the man. Now him number one on every chart.
All day.
Everybody has a one talented, like them only realize it when him dead. Hypocrites, and that's why me chant that song. Yeah, it's like them rather you dead, rather you dead. Before them,
Thank you very much, 293.
then you gone.
I'm sorry, you can't stay either because
It's like them rather you dead, rather
the next thing I'm gonna touch on is some things that
it's like them rather you gone.
it's a shorter list too,
I can never define.
but some everyday things that could affect your mental health.
People push out full black, so me now white need and
That's what we'll touch now when we come back from the break.
I just a man.
But the archives are there,
It's like them joyful, the person drop out.
so you can always go back kevinstew.com, scroll down to the bottom of the page. There's a section that says archives.
Everyone will give a man an opportunity.
Tomorrow morning,
It's a way you do for me.
later tonight, wherever you are in the world.
Hospital doctor tell them it a get critical. People say
About 4 hours from now, you'll be able to see it.
but them fly down to the funeral. It's like them rather you dead, rather you dead. Before them give you that break, it's like them rather you gone. Like you never divine. It's like them rather you dead, rather you dead. Before them give you that break, it's like them rather you gone. Like you never divine.
Started another day and that.
Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Yeah.
Real talk.
Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
Okay, yes, I can do that for you. I'll play back this song at the beginning of musical therapy, okay? I'll do that for you. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, a quick break.
Rather you dead.
I don't know if you needed 293. I'm just saying that's where I'm going next, and I thought since you enjoyed that section, that bit of information, you might just enjoy this bit of information too. I'm just saying. We're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk some more. Some everyday things that could affect our health. And you see, when we look at health, we don't just look at health as you know it, the physical health. We look at spiritual health, we look at mental health, and we try to feature and touch on every aspect of the self. Mental, human, physical. I mean, we'll be right back.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Rants featuring Jawiz, Amberleek, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
This is Gia Yee, and you're listening to The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew.
I want to go ahead and welcome you guys back to the show. Welcome 466. It's Healthy Love. Tonight we're looking at things, everyday things that may affect our health. I want to thank JTMC Enterprises for sponsoring this segment of the show.
Because you knew I'd seen the writing on the
providing you with services services associated with bookings, promotions, event management, social media, tour management, entertainment on a whole.
But what you didn't bargain for or didn't see,
you can give them a call, 678-793-8800. Just tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. They'll take care of you. The son of J.E. A track called Gaslit. So, we all know the big things that affect mental health, right? life events, past trauma, family history. These things are all important when you're considering, right? Cool. But many people really overlook some of the everyday factors. Can something as ordinary as how often you go to the gym have an effect on your mental health? Now, the answer to that particular question, based on all the buzz that has gone around being physically active and all that, is yes. Going to the gym regularly could affect your mental health. And researchers have shown and known for some time that exercise is linked to a whole range of mental health benefits, which include improved concentration and deeper sleep and even better memory. Where was I again? Oh, right. I kind of forgot. I don't work out as often. But although the mental benefits of exercise are well documented, their causes are unclear. And fortunately, research published in the Journal of Neuroscience shed some light on the issue. Researchers in the UC Davis Health System used imaging techniques to take a look at the brains of 38 healthy volunteers, comparing the neurotransmitter levels of participants who performed vigorous exercise to a control group who remained stationary. After each of the 3 sessions, researchers found that levels of neurotransmitters glutamate and GABA, remember that one? Yeah. It increased, especially in areas associated with heart rate and emotion. But it only increased for the exercise group. These levels decreased over time, but researchers found that the amount of neurotransmitters already present in the brain was correlated with how much someone exercised each week. In other words, exercise activity was linked to increasing resting levels of certain neurotransmitters. Now, these findings could quite possibly explain why regular exercise is linked to improved mood for those with mild to moderate depression. And they have also have important implications for psychiatric disorders associated with neurotransmitter imbalances, especially depression. Now, not every depressed person who exercises will improve, but many will. Lead researcher Richard Maddox said in Science Daily that it is possible that we can help identify patients who would most benefit from an exercise prescription. So now you go to the doctor, you get checked out, and they write you a prescription for exercise. How does your insurance cover that? Things that make you go, Now, exercise isn't maintaining mental health. It is important in maintaining it, but it's not all that there is. It's not the only factor. So, quickly, we're going to look at some everyday things that could affect your mental health. And we start off with something that people start off their day with pretty often. Coffee. No, not the artist. The actual drink. Who knew caffeine addiction could turn out to be so useful? Useful? Yes, useful. Research has linked caffeine consumption and coffee in particular, not just caffeine, but coffee, to everything from reduced risk of Alzheimer's to dementia to starving off depression in women. What? Yep. So, now, don't get it twisted. It's not an excuse to drink 8 cups of coffee, but caffeine can also stimulate anxiety and stress. Oh, there are some insurance companies that cover exercise. Let me find out. I want to be insured with them. Due to a number of factors, including social pressures, certain mental health issues affect women more than they do men. And of course, the reverse is also true. Research indicates that women tend to have more internal disorders, things like depression and anxiety. And men, they're more external, things like substance abuse. Most of us would go outside when the weather is nice. Research shows that it's important to get fresh air no matter how tempting it is to stay inside. Light is one of those things that tends to improve people's moods. And tearing yourself away from that Netflix series makes you more likely to get some exercise. So you're outside, you're getting fresh air, and you get an exercise. So that one alone takes care of a number of things. Oh, the second one was gender. When you heard me mention the internal and external. So yeah, gender, not that it's an everyday thing, but it's, you know. You heard me mention this one before. Social media. But you didn't hear me mention it as it relates to, well, yeah, mental health. You know, we were talking about that earlier. So, it may not deserve a bad reputation, but heavy social media use, we talked about it earlier, linked to poor mental health. There's also research showing that it depends on how you use it. So if you don't use it to torture yourself, then social media can make you happy. Or hashtag happy. Hint, hint. Pets. Pets have an incredible way of improving our health. And typically it's linked to reducing stress and lessening loneliness. All you want to do is to make sure that they're not licking your face or scratching your skin, especially if you're older, because you may get a bacteria that has a very long, funny name that could possibly put you in the hospital. I'm just saying. Another thing that could affect your mental health is economic status. The link between economic status and happiness seems to be very well established. Poverty is associated with increased stress and higher rates of mental illness. While studies have shown that money really does make you happier up to a point, because wealth also leads to higher rates of mental illness and stress. If you don't think so, you check it out. Now, the next one on the list, you know what? Yes. The next one on the list, dieting. It won't make you happy. Actually, it works in the reverse. Studies have shown that good nutrition is important in maintaining mental health. People who eat fresh fruits or vegetables every day report fewer daily mental health problems. And there's evidence for a link between poor nutrition and higher prevalence of psychiatric disorders. However, now this is where the kicker comes in. It is possible that people with psychiatric disorders don't eat healthily in the first place, rather than poor nutrition exacerbating the condition. And no diet is going to improve your mental health on its own. Taking care of a plant is far safer than a pet. Of course it is. So, my last one on the list is friendship. And yeah, it may not be a surprise. To some it may be, but it may not be a surprise that friendships are hugely important to mental health. But there's also evidence that maintaining relationships may even extend your life. In contrast, loneliness, that's not fun for anybody. And although you have people around you, you can still be lonely. So don't get it twisted. But it's all the more reason to get out there, socialize. Yeah? Makes sense, right? I think it makes sense.
The clock is ticking while the days slip away. Time is always moving, so you'd better not wait. Every day is precious, I don't wanna be late. When there's love to brighten up our life.
This is the sound of Tenor Blue.
Be real, cause I don't wanna pretend. I've been thinking about us being more than.
The track is called Bless Me.
Wake up all alone and regret, and find the chance for us to pass you by. Bless me with your smile. Bless me with that look of love. I see it in your eyes, girl, don't test me. Cause I won't compromise, just do me right and I'll be there today. To bless you with my time. Bless you with my heart and all the stuff I have inside. Let me take you where happiness abides, and let me chase our troubles all away. Bless me.
19 minutes after the hour.
And I bless you.
About another 11 minutes we get into musical therapy.
Small piece of advice. Listening to your girlfriends, well, that may not be wise. They know nothing about me and they're telling you lies, saying you'll find better any day. I ain't got tattoos and I don't drive fancy cars. Keep it down to earth and got my head in the stars. You'll search far and wide, but you'll find no bigger heart than the one in front of you today. Bless me with your smile. Bless me with that look of love. I see it in your eyes, girl, don't test me. Cause I won't compromise, just do me right and I'll be there today. To bless you with my time. Bless you with my heart and all this love I have inside. Let me take you where everything's alright, and let them chase our troubles all away. Bless me.
Hear my favorite part of this song coming up.
Now there's no need for frontin', girl. Hey, cause I know something, girl, that we all want love. Yeah, we all need love. So get your head out of the way and let your heart have its day this time. Cause love, it ain't no crime.
Yeah, that's it right there. Get your head out the way.
Bless me with your smile.
And let your heart have its day.
I see it in your eyes, you don't test me. Cause I won't compromise, just do me right and I'll be there today. To bless you with my time. Bless you with my heart and all this love I have inside. Let me take you from darkness to
773-789 Stu gets you in touch.
bless me with your smile. Bless me with
So some things that
your eyes, girl.
can really improve your
Just do me right.
overall mental health. These are things that you can do every day. Exercise. Socialize. And sometimes socializing comes with exercising, depending on where and how you're doing it. express gratitude. How about that? And that's one of those things that we don't often think about, but consider keeping a journal where you write down where you're grateful for daily or even weekly things. You know, it can be easy to focus on the negatives when they're not going well, but incorporating a good 5 minutes of gratitude, that can completely alter your mindset. I mentioned this last night. A friend of mine does a thing where she encourages people to be happy. Just take 5 minutes out of your day and recognize something that you're happy about. Here it is. Have an attitude of gratitude and take 5 minutes to find out what you're grateful for. That's pretty cool. Spend some time outside. Oh, speaking of being grateful, I do want to take the opportunity to big up some people today. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to G's Pot in Lauderdale Lakes. If you're familiar with Lauderdale Lakes, G's Pot restaurant is in the same section of the plaza where the garden is. It's called G's Pot, not G Spot. G's Pot. Just like how you have stew pot. G's Spot. I almost said G Spot. And I had a flyer, and Noah brought it here, and it disappeared. I'm gonna have to go back and visit them. But Miss Samantha, Miss Kelly, big ups to you. Big ups to you. I went there today and had the most splendid experience, both to my palate and to my person. Emotionally, not physically, emotionally. So yeah, big ups to them. Spend time outside, meditate. It's not often that we take a few minutes and meditate. Breathe. Clear the clutter. Just meditate. Do something nice. How often do people just do something nice for somebody without looking for anything in return? Just do something nice. When anybody did that recently? Have a good laugh. You've often heard it said, laughter is good medicine. It is. Laugh. Laugh about yourself. I'd tell to laugh at someone else, but that wouldn't be nice. I do it. But I wouldn't tell you to do it. But laughter increases your ability to learn, and it improves your short-term memory. It also reduces stress levels. Laugh. Laugh it off. Just try laughing it all off. Yeah, it's because it's a song. Interestingly enough, sitting up straight could affect your mental health. If you're someone who slouches, you may want to work on your posture, because a study published in the journal Health Psychology found that sitting in a slumped position makes you feel more sluggish. It makes you feel more fearful. It makes you more quiet and hostile. So sit up straight, because it elicits more happy and powerful emotions. You can make a difference by just being straight and stop slouching. Get adequate sleep. And try to have something to look forward to. Every day, everyone needs something to look forward to. And this is what mental health counselor Lynn Berger said. He said it can be social, physical, whatever. Just look forward to it. In one study from the journal Applied Research in Quality Life, researchers found that planning a trip elicits just as much happiness as actually going on the vacation. Find something to look forward to. And try to learn something new. Keep your mind fresh. And this can improve your whole outlook on everything. Smile. Find something to look forward to. Socialize, exercise, relax, be free. Engage in something new. Hey, it could be something new and challenging. I don't know. Just do positive things. And you'd be amazed. Smile, laugh, be gratitude, be happy. And find what it is, recognize what it is that you're grateful for. Find what it is, recognize what it is that you're happy for. And you just may have better health. No supplements needed. I'm just saying, it's possible. I was requested to play this song again, so wrapping up the information section and going into the musical therapy. This is St. Matthew, Without Me Talking, Rather You Did.
Sadly, another day, another.
It's like we spend more of every people than save life. Put out when them gone, but I never to them I skate. More for the dead than those where your life find it hard to visit. But then the funeral time, now them pull up a car for your escort the casket. But never take no time to stop and go and chill. Me see clear, them never respect the man. Now him number one on every chart.
All day.
Everybody has a one talented, like them only realize it when him dead. Hypocrites. And that's why me chant that song, yeah. It's like them rather you dead, before them give you that break. It's like them rather you gone, like you never the band. It's like them rather you dead, before them give you that break. It's like them rather you gone, like you never the band. For me like a death alone, I make the people push out full black. So me now white ink and bush out. Selfie with big smile, just a muggle and pose. It's like them trifle, the person drop out. So me big up the youth, them way I do them thing. And not try hard now, wait till them ship a sing. Big up everyone, we give a man an opportunity. Never forget how you do for me. Picture this, I love one end up down the hospital. Doctor tell them it a get critical. People say them not a money for Western Union, but them fly down to the funeral. It's like them rather you dead, before them give you that break. It's like them rather you gone, like you never the band. It's like them rather you dead, before them give you that break. It's like them rather you gone, like you never the band.
Sadly, another day, another.
Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh.
Real talk.
Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
I know from morning what I'm capable of doing. I try everything in the book, cause I see your life growing. I never knew I would have survived, but man a real survivor. And when them think me would have dead for younger, me survivor for saliva. Tell them I'm better than Buju driver, and me still a than MacGyver. And when them think me would have dead for younger, me survivor for saliva. Some people only forward in your life to make you stress. The devil must send them to take your happiness. Nelly, look how easy we conquer them. Conquer them easy, them dead already, lay them to rest.
So you guessed it.
Yeah, but them can, and we not see none of them, we not know.
We're into the section that is sponsored by Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show.
They never knew we would have survived, but none a real survivor. And when them think me would have dead.
It's called the Wake Up and Live Show. Yeah, the Wake Up and Live Show is sponsored. Wake Up and Live Show sponsors this segment called the Musical Therapy. Yeah, that's what happens when you multitask. Sir Rockwell and the multitasking. Well, yeah, that too. Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live Show comes at you at 7 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Time. Rodderbox.net.
I'm better than Buju Driver. I'm stiller than MacGyver. And when them think me with a dead for younger, me survivor for saliva. Oh yeah. If you listen people, you achieve nothing at all. Always try to bring you to them level. Don't forget to them small.
Said she wanna be my bonafide. From the first time she get my loving. Yeah. Here with the villa set. She told me to give her my love, that she needed so long. This is the love that she searched for. She's got that crush, and they're feeling so strong. And I've got the love that she searched for. Yeah, yeah, I'm not being conceited, but the words that you said to me speak volumes, believe me, no baby. Come on, I wanna give you all of me, yeah, yeah.
This is son of Deville.
It's telepathic, we've got the same energy.
A track called This Is the Love.
Told me to give her my love, that she's needed so long. This is the love that she searched for. She's got
26 minutes to the top of the hour. This is our musical therapy segment.
and I've got the love that she searched for. That's why she travel first class and come for me. Hey. Wanna bring her son for me. Hey. She feeling me, she feel happy. Tell me she not leave my company. No, boy I will. Hey. You don't have to say a word. It's telepathic. We've got the connection. She told me to give her my love, that she needed so long. This is the love that she searched for. She's got that crush, and they're feeling so strong. And I've got the love that she searched for. Follow me now. Says she need my loving and she don't need another. Still wanna pick me up, me a poppin' brother. I've got the good touch, abracadabra. Touch me in the place and make she want constant. Turning this road by myself, when no one else tryna help me. Bless on me real Jesus.
I guess I could give you a Tory Mason
They believe in my
double play.
the fake ones never help to make it, because them gold plated.
This one is called Real Friends.
Fruits ripe, everybody want get that slice. And as soon as they do right, drop it in, everybody want a seat. Come let me tell you this, my circle is there for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. My circle reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. No sprinkling in them circle, me no trust them uncertain. Them I said them want money fi flow, and them still a try stop me though. Feel them energy, me I feel it. Bad vibes them I carry, me I need it. Things when them I say me no believe it. To honesty me know say I'm not gonna reveal it. But as soon as the fruits ripe, everybody want get a slice. And as soon as they do right, drop it in, everybody want a seat. Come let me tell you this, my circle reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. My circle reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone. That's only reserved for my true friends, them alone, them alone, them alone.
Girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce, oh yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, 'cause you need somebody to remind you, and if you feel lost, I will find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So waste.
This is son of King Charles. The track is called Juice. From his recently released album, Still Searching.
If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. Oh yeah, girl, you got the moves, you got the juice, you got the flavor, got the sauce, oh yeah. Anywhere you wanna go, just say the word and you know I'ma take you there. Oh yeah, 'cause you need somebody to remind you, if you feel lost, I'll find you. Oh, I just wanna make you mine. So if you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever. If you want to, you can be my queen, and I will be your king forever.
It's like rain and fall. I mean, she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her.
This is the sound of Bingy Blaze.
Touch her in the evening, good loving from the Rasta man she receive.
It's called Rasta Touch.
Press on me, know she not deceiving. She a blaze movie.
South Florida artist.
Is fine, but
South Florida producer.
to unwind.
Keva Gitz.
She tell me say a touching time. Some a come in house and money and vehicle. I mean she want to touch her. Some a buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but I mean she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. I mean she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her. Blind, she feel like she wanna fly, and she never yet been so high. She's in love, she cannot deny. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Rasta I give her more than text, stimulate her mind, body, soul, intellect. Take her to some place that she never been yet, seen some things that she never seen yet. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. She said me want you bingy, trust me. She said me need you bingy, touch me. Some a come with house and money and vehicle. Now me she want to touch her. So one buy her fancy things and take her on the world, but I me she want to touch her. When we touch it's like rain and fall. And me she want to touch her. A rasta she want to touch her.
New version to rock the nation. Coming your way.
You're gonna
20 minutes to the top of the hour. This is G Mac.
you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are shaking can't last too long. The way you're vibrating. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are flirting can't last too long. The things you are doing. That's why I say lose. You're gonna lose.
Haven't bounced this tune in a while. The sound of Wild Tree.
Before I could run, I found you already.
Featuring Miss Annette Brissett.
In the back of my mind.
Their rendition of If I Didn't Know Any Better.
It's just a customary feeling. The moon is our deceiver that will leave you running blind. Your heart is pulling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in a fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is pulling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love when the flame burned down and said, I can hear you down, and you forget I ever came around.
This note for Annette. Here she comes. There she was.
If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling. I'm falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. I hear you calling.
And you can have someone like Annette Brissett on your track.
Be in love with you. My heart is pulling.
You must be doing something right.
I'm in love. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. I'm in love. If I didn't know any better, I'd be in love with you.
I found love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. But I found a girl
If you have someone that you consider perfect,
and sweet. I never knew you were the sun
partner,
waiting for me.
best friend,
Cause we were just kids in love, not knowing what it was.
road dog,
Give you
whomever.
this time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all
Just let them know.
I own, and in your eyes, you're
Send them a message that said you.
mine, baby.
This is Marlon Farquharson.
Sit in the dark,
Marlon Farquharson, that name sounds familiar. Who is he?
barefoot on the grass.
You'll catch him on guitars with Visions Band
When you
on a Sunday evening at 5 o'clock somewhere down in Hollywood.
whispered under me,
And on a Tuesday night, Blue Martini.
you look perfect tonight.
And if you were lucky earlier today, you got Visions Band and Code Red Band inside Blue Martini.
Than anyone I know. She says my dreams are
If I didn't have this boy, I'd have been there.
home. I found a love to carry more than just my secret
You heard me mention Code Red, right?
And left me to suffer. Put me out of my misery. Send me someone.
Oh, Code Red is playing right now. Yeah, I'm playing Code Red right now too.
That feels no pain.
From their album Timeless. This is Doctor. The former lead singer Bobby Rose. Bobby Rose? Yeah, Bobby Rose, who is now the Rose Heights Band. Yeah, it's been a while since you heard this one, right, MJ?
Right away, so that I can heal. Make sure the heart you're giving me is made of solid steel.
Don't worry, Millie, every now and then I pull them out.
You should ever send another arrow my way. I hope it comes right back at you, 'cause someone's got to pay.
In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll give you a double play.
I need one that feels no pain. Put me on love support. I need intensive care. Doctor, give me a heart exchange, 'cause this one ain't hurting. Can't you see I'm suffering? You've got to do something. You've got to do something. You love me unconditionally.
Remember this one, Millie?
Beside every good man, there stands a greater woman. Now I don't know how good I am, but I'm sure glad you're mine. So let me take the time out to say you're appreciated. I wouldn't be so happy without you in my life. Although I don't deserve you, you give me everything. You give me everything. You treat me like a king. I know sometimes I hurt you. You still give me love. Still give me love unconditionally. A night at the movies, candlelit dinner for two, cruise across the Caribbean, or a little quiet time, just me and you. Too often I've canceled these appointments, left you disappointed. You broke your pretty little heart, but you never broke your commitment. Although I don't deserve you, you give me everything. You give me everything. You treat me like a king. I know sometimes I hurt you. You still give me love. Still give me love unconditionally.
Bobby Rose has some amazing range. Yeah, I remember the album release too, and Melissa.
You still give me love. Still give me love unconditionally. I don't deserve you. You give me everything. You give me everything. You treat me like
6 minutes to the top of the hour. As we bounce through our musical therapy.
know, I really want you close to me.
I want to be close to you too, Joe.
I like the way you feel.
Hey, I like how you feel too. Okay.
Gonna lay it on bright and early 'cause the heat is on.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew.
Hey babe, you know, I really want you close to me. Yeah, I like.
Come on, Millie. You know how I do.
We're gonna lay it on bright and early 'cause the heat is on, yeah. And I know that you're ready. Let us lay it on now. Now that we are moving in the groove. Oh, yeah. And Mr. Hush, darling. Hush.
Son of Joanna Marie.
It hurts to cry, hush, darling.
That's the title of the track.
I'm not gonna tell you why, hush, darling. Hush, 'cause after
6 minutes to the top. Lie. 5.
I will keep you warm, darling. Hey babe, yeah. I love when you're next to me.
Everything I thought it was all a lie. Take away yourself, bye-bye.
Oh, what she say?
You ain't nothing but a lying, cheating, use a pretend.
The sound of one Shauna Dazzle.
Thought it was all a lie. Take away yourself.
Return to sender.
You think you pulled it off, and then nobody knows it all. You thought
Yep, 3 minutes.
I wouldn't see your light.
I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. This is where I bounce out. Catch me tomorrow, Real Talk Wednesday, where we close out the night shift week. Thanks again to Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring this segment of the show.
Everybody sees right.
Sir Rockwell kicks it off tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. with the Giving Thanks segment. Rattlebox.net. Before I come back, we have Real Rockers with Marlon. You don't want to miss it. But until then, take care. I'm about to get off the air. Peace and love. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world. Later on. Catch you later, sis.
I guess I love you means nothing when you can't tell right from wrong. No. And no, you won't pick up the phone. Your conscience just will run you down. You know time reveals all. Be sure you will fall. It won't be long. I was in love. Oops, my mistake. Good thing my heart's too solid to break. I wish you the best with your latest downgrade. Better yet, I hope she sees your fake. Loser, you ain't nothing but a lying, cheating user, pretender, return to sender. Everything I thought it was all a lie. Take away yourself, bye-bye. You ain't nothing but a lying, cheating user, pretender, return to sender. Everything I thought it was all a lie. Take away yourself, bye-bye.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.